Antifa stormed the ICE facility in Portland with cover faces, black uniforms, bricks, and spray cans. But what they didn't know was this time they wouldn't just get to scream, burn flags, and walk away.
Quit your job! 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 Quit your job!
Now, this obviously ain't a protest right here. It was a performance, choreographed chaos with one message. If we can't control you, we'll destroy you. And they targeted ICE because ICE doesn't care about their social media outrage, obviously. It doesn't care. And it also, ICE doesn't wait for permission. They don't retreat. They represent something permanent. And performance terrifies, well, permanence, I'm over here getting them confused. I'm sorry. Permanence terrifies people who profit off of disorder. But see, they thought it'd be like 2020. Show up in masks, throw a tantrum, maybe set something on fire, But they forgot that America actually learned how to fight back. What you're seeing right now is tear gas filling the air. It looks like some shields are locked in formation. Somebody's getting arrested. Or no, I don't know what that was. It's hard to make out a lot, if I'm being honest. Look like somebody being taken away though, right at the top. According to this post, shocking scenes outside the ICE facility as federal officers protecting the building used tear gas after Antifa rioters tried setting the occupied building on fire again. Yeah, they were ready for another photo op. Instead, they got consequence. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But it didn't stop in Portland because when one city draws a line, the next test comes way too fast. Y'all know how life works. So when the riot showed up in L.A., which has been going crazy out there, they brought back up DHS, CPB, Marines.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
There's nothing liberals won't protest Wall Street apes at. Man, sending all the Marines and all them, yeah, you don't deploy that kind of force for noise. You deploy it for patterns. And the pattern is these mobs just don't hate ICE. They hate being told no. It's psychological. These aren't rebels. They're children mad at order that's being set in place. And when authority finally stood up, they flinched. But while some were storming, others were resisting quietly. Chicago, South Loop. ICE shows up to do the job, and activists, obviously, try to shut it down.
Abolish ICE! 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 Abolish Get out of here, guys! Stay back! Stay back, sir! Stay back, sir! Stay back, sir!
These people are tired.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
Yeah, this is the pattern they don't want you to see. Criminals get arrested, crowd shows up, cameras roll, ICE becomes the villain. But it's always that part that sticks to me. I always tell y'all in multiple videos, when did law enforcement become the enemy of the people? I will never understand that. They became the enemy of the people for enforcing the law. How? You want to talk about injustice? Let's talk about what ICE is actually fighting against. Not just criminals, but the system that rewards them.
So the president's executive order says giving illegal immigrants benefits denied U.S. citizens is discrimination. And if states don't stop, they risk losing federal funding. So about 500,000 undocumented students attend U.S. universities. 2/3, some 300,000, receive taxpayer subsidized tuition. Those in green, 23 states and D.C., offer full in-state tuition. Those in yellow offer some assistance. Others have no policy or bar undocumented students altogether. So the president's executive order says
300,000 undocumented students getting subsidized tuition, while American kids are drowning in loans. You tell me, who's the system really for in that case? Because it feels like the people who play by the rules get punished for not breaking them. And while they scream about ICE conditions, take a look outside the buildings that they ignore.
Yo, New York is a fucking piece of shit, man. Look at this. This is downtown Manhattan. Look at that shit. What the fuck? Homeless people every fucking way. Damn.
No, I'm just going ahead and say it. They demand inspection for ICE facilities and all that, right? But step over trash. They stepping over, needles and tents in their own cities. So is it really about human rights, or is it about optics for y'all? The moment the camera pans left, the compassion disappears. I'm trying to tell y'all. But one state didn't wait for the media to get it. You already know. Florida built something, and they gave it a name that says everything. Alligator. Alcatraz. Eight days. Done. When the mob chants no borders, some states build fences. Others build fortresses. That's not cruelty. Come on, y'all. That's clarity right there. If you voted for this, let me see that. Let me hear you write it in the comments if you voted for this. But I don't want you to get it twisted either. This isn't about hating immigrants. It's about respecting the ones who earned it.
I want to say thank you, America. Thank you, American people. I'm a Korean immigrant that came to America in 1976 with my mom and dad. Thank you to my mom and dad bring me to America. I started with a paper boy working at the restaurant and saved the money, put that money down payment for my dry cleaner. I had a dry cleaner for 20 years. Then I sold the shopping plaza and I retired early 40s. Without being come to America, never made it this kind of dream come true. I want to say happy birthday to America, 249 years old, and I'm still learning English. I still have a thick accent, but it doesn't bother me. This is a learning opportunity for all the immigrants. Thank you, America. Thank you, Americans. I love you all. I want to say thank you, America.
That's beautiful right there, man. Paperboy to business owner, still learning English, still proud. The man doesn't protest. He produced. He built the life they pretended to be denied. And that's why they'll never post them. They'll never post them. That's why y'all got me to do the work for them and never go out. Want to know what they really believe, though? Listen closely to what they say on live TV.
The other piece of it is the movement of humans. Like, I'm not sure that we should be moving humans anywhere. I'm not sure that any part of our politics ever contemplated anything other than deporting adjudicated criminals back to their home countries.
Yes. And it turns out, like, all of this weird third country.
The other piece of it is the movement of humans.
Wait, we shouldn't deport anyone unless they commit another crime? Yeah, much. So crossing illegally doesn't count anymore? Crossing illegally doesn't count anymore, y'all. They're not redefining policy. They reprogramming morality. And hoping that you and we're way too scared to call it out. But while they talk, man, ICE keeps moving. And what they face ain't no theory, man. This ain't.
Don't push me.
Don't push me, guys. I'm just trying to go to with him.
Just relax.
No me digan nada más.
Get the wall. Get the wall. Get the wall.
They have a right to present their case. They have a right to present evidence, and they were not given that opportunity. This is complete lawlessness.
My name is Councilmember Julie Won, JULIEWON, with the New York City Council.
Assemblymember Grace Lee.
Did you guys see the last trial?
Yes.
Can you explain
His is still, he didn't even have a proper hearing yet. Right. So they were still waiting for his hearing as well. That's why he was never seated inside the court. He was still waiting. The same way the other two previously, the West African men who were taken as well, their case was adjourned because the court didn't give them the proper translators.
And why was his conviction adjourned? Why didn't he see the judge?
I don't know the details of that one. Because we're in and out,
He's seeking asylum in the United States. His life was under threat in his home country.
Why is it like,
I think it was.
Yeah, we would have to check.
Ecuador.
If I'm being honest, I actually meant to take this clip out on my lineup. Thank God it made it towards the end, at least. Still within context. I'm only saying that because I'm pretty sure I posted that clip in a previous video. Y'all know I don't like doing the whole clip forming thing. Only time I would technically clip form is if I'm trying to make sure I provide the adequate amount of context for the current situation. And if any new developments happen, but if I was to say anything about this, they were calm. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I want to play this. No, we don't have to. I'll just say that that moment isn't heartless. It's the cost of letting the lines blur too long. That's what that is, y'all. ICE didn't separate these families. I had to make sure I come on this one right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it. I wasn't initially, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it. My fault, y'all.
No, y'all gotta stay. Y'all gotta stay. Y'all gotta stay. Come on, sir. No, y'all gotta stay.
No.
Sir, come on.
No.
Sir, let's go.
Todos.
Sir.
Todos nos vamos.
We're not doing this.
Todos nos vamos.
We're not doing this.
Todos nos vamos.
Back up here, listen.
Todos nos vamos. Todos.
Watch out.
Families. No somos delincuentes, no somos nada. Todos nos vamos.
Have a little
No hay
discretion.
ningún problema.
I think this would be a really discretionary moment
This seems like
where
a
you can
moment for
let them
discretion,
go.
right?
If there's
No entiendo por qué lo están haciendo, pero todos somos familia y nos vamos todos.
There's three
No hay problema.
Si lo van a deportar, todos.
Entonces ahora no vamos con eso, ¿ok?
Sí, tengo que pasar porque yo no soy. Ok, está bien, yo no soy. Ok, está bien.
¿Ok? ¿Sí o no?
Sí tengo, pero yo no soy ese que está ahí. Yo no soy. No.
Se llama Dani.
Gracias.
Danny.
Nada, no hay ningún problema.
I know.
Mis niños.
That's all we need to know is your name. That's it. Okay? We just needed to know your name, and that's it. Okay?
Give him some space, guys.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Stay out of the way, sir. Stay out of the way.
Thank you.
Counsel, I'm allowed to be here. They have a right to
No hacemos nada, no te pongas así.
Press the elevator down for me, please.
No te pongas así. Tú no eres delincuente, nosotros no somos delincuentes, no te pongas así.
Tranquilo. Okay. So it's okay.
Ya tenemos los niños aquí, no ha pasado nada, que sea lo que Dios quiera, siempre lo he dicho. No somos delincuentes, no tenemos antecedentes, nada. Ellos no pueden culparnos de nada.
Que usted está bien.
Ya no ha pasado nada.
Thank you. No, it's okay. Thank you. Pase. Thank you. Going down.
¿Qué tienes para cuando no eres delincuente? Tienes que ponerte así.
Cuídense, ¿ok?
No te tienes que poner así. No pasa nada. Nos vamos todos, no hay problema.
So as I was saying, it's not about not having a heart in these situations. That's not what this is about. It's not being able to sympathize and empathize with people. But I'll tell you, just like I was getting ready to tell you a second ago, ICE didn't separate that family. The erosion of consequences did. You can hate the result, but if you ignore the case, you'll be watching the same scene again next year. ICE didn't flinch. They stood up when everyone else stood down. And that's why they weren't ready. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace. I'm finna go get me something to eat. I celebrated America's birthday. I celebrated pretty hard.